Hi. You must have used printer with your computer. But, have you heard of 3D printers?
Today we are going to tell you how 3D printers work. If you are an artist, or in the business of developing new products, you would like to prepare a prototype before making the final product. This can be time-taking or very expensive. Here, 3D printing comes to our rescue. This is how a typical 3D printer looks like. A typical 3D printer builds up a 3D model one layer at a time, from the bottom upward, by repeatedly printing over the same area. It essentially works by extruding molten plastic through a tiny nozzle that it moves around precisely under computer control. It prints one layer, waits for it to dry, and then prints the next layer on top. The plastic from which models are printed is obviously very important. One of the most common material is one called ABS or acrylonitrile butadiene styrene. It's perfect for 3D printing because it's a solid at room temperature and melts at a little over 100 degrees Celsius, which is cool enough to melt inside the printer and hot enough that models printed from it won't melt if they're left in the sun. Let's see how we can 3D print the Eiffel Tower. First, the 3D design of Eiffel Tower needs to be developed in a software. This design must be fed into the 3D printer and printing parameters must be set according to the design, material and size of the product. And then start printing. Finally, you get the 3D Eiffel Tower.
3D printing has its advantages as well as disadvantages.
While 3D printing is fast, inexpensive and highly customizable, one of the few disadvantages is the limited choices of materials.
Further, there might be clogging problems by the printing materials at the nozzle.
But, its wide range of possible applications outshine the disadvantages. In medicine, the 3D printing technology has immense potential to create replacement body parts and tissue. That's why doctors were among the earliest people to explore 3D printing. As the world continues to grapple with the spread of the coronavirus, there have been several 3D printing related developments. Different companies and volunteers are designing and printing face shields for healthcare workers, oxygen PEEP masks for patients and test swabs for identifying infected people as these materials are in shortage. You can also make customized personal products with the help of 3D printers. For example, these are lithophanes, which are 3D prints of photographs which can be seen clearly, only when backlit with a light source. There are several online services, where anyone can make their own 3D printed knickknacks. Do you have any questions related to 3D printers? Ask your questions in the comment box below.
Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel.